Hello, hello. Welcome to the second edition of Sundowns Fan Vlog Match Review of 2022. Hope you guys enjoyed the mid-season review. Hope you enjoyed the first match review, and hope you also enjoyed the first installment of the Yellow Corner of the Year. Please don't forget to subscribe to my Sundowns Fan Vlog if you haven't. If you have, make sure that you find someone who hasn't subscribed and give them the word to subscribe and like this video and also click the notification button so that you always get a notification when we drop an episode. I'm here with Neo, who will try to dissect the game against Chippa. Not much to dissect. Neo, before I go any further, what's up, boy?
But I'm okay. Yeah, as you said, not not the best of football games to watch, but yeah, we'll get into that just now.
Yeah, let's just get into it. What do you make of that performance?
I was trying to figure it out, and until I listened to Coach Chulani's post-match interview, because maybe now I was seeing things, but after Coach Chulani's post-match interview, and then it validated Tabaya Hore, yeah, it wasn't our best of games. Like he said something along the lines of like identity team is staying Kachendu. And I remember, I think it seemed like it was a bunch of okay and good performances from individuals, but the team collectively wasn't as good. I thought our positional play wasn't that good. Um, our positional play wasn't good, but our midfielders had okay performances, and one could argue good about. So I don't know what to make of it. Like yes, individually the players they had good performances, but not as a collective, as team.
Yeah, for me, I think uh, only the first half, I could stomach. Only the first half was palatable to me, but the second half, we looked lost. We looked unsure of ourselves. But I think for the first 5 to 6 games of the year, I'll let the team get away with such a performance. I'll let them get away with such a performance because I think the most important thing is to get the wins while we are sort of like getting ourselves in the rhythm of playing again. Not sure how it's going to be on Friday because we're playing in a very hot Northwest and playing a difficult team. So I think it might actually be worse than today. But yeah, staying on today's game, to be honest with you, I thought the first half here and there we kind of looked like ourselves, but not really. Like it's like want to like an out of focus shot like that you have to like put in focus to properly see. Yeah, that performance, the whole 90 minutes, it was like an out of focus shot. Of course, you will get Mshishi, who's a Zone 14 specialist. He's a surgeon in the Zone 14. When he's there, over muscle memory, like he doesn't even have to overthink or try to take out a rabbit out of a hat to prove to you who he is. And I think sometimes those are things that carry us when we don't have good performances. I thought Ralani today was nowhere to be seen, especially in the first half for me. He wasn't really good. He started 2 games, and I kind of, Sundowns, you kind of think, okay, because of how this team always does things, you kind of gauge things for, it means Violet is doing some good things at training, and there's something they want to get out out of him, and there's something they're trying to get out of him, his combination Limshishi, even though it's not coming. But when it starts, it won't stop. What do you think? I don't know. What did you think of 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 our attackers today?
Front four or just the two strikers?
All of them,
Two striker.
Yeah, front four.
Yeah, I thought that's where we were not good enough, and against a low, I think the coaches they anticipated a low block from the beginning. They anticipated it. That's why you saw even I think the rotation here full back came from that. They them selecting Tapelo le Obri who know how to pierce, like who they are more ball players. We like the term in South Africa. There are more ball players than our other fullbacks. I think they expected a low block, but in them expecting a low block, that's why I think also they started Mshishi Leralani. Mshishi Leralani are zone 14 specialists by two. So, sometimes the best, well, addressing at fullback, one of the best ways to beat a low block is go with, which is what we tried to do Tapelo, and then one is to play through it. So Shaluya, he had a chance where I think Ralani had beat three players, and then Amo pass a ball, and then he squandered the chance, didn't shoot as Amo come a ball, and then it was a mess. He had another chance from a Gaston shot where Gaston came in and shot from range. He had two chances to score off the rebound, and he didn't. So yeah, he wasn't good. Le good to say, we lost a lot of balls. Decision making high wasn't good enough. So yeah, front four in general today, they didn't do enough to beat low block.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like, Shalu was off it, but I'll take Shalu being off it because he's a top scorer in every competition. I think he has one goal in the Champions League and he has one in the Nedbank Cup, but top scorer in the MTN 8, top scorer. Anyway, MTN 8, like Linangawa top scorer, like with one lucky chance. In the league, though. Yeah, yeah, but I wanted to ask you something. Going forward now, would you change this front four?
Yes, Khensani, yes. I think I would. Now I would take out Ekutumela for Namayema. But the thing is, then that if it depends on the opposition as well. Kutumela gives you something in terms of pressing and all the mad dog. He's a mad dog, and you can't take that away from him. But hey, he can be frustrating on the ball sometimes, and also yeah, Kutu can also give you a goal out of nothing. Like he can give you a goal or assist out of nothing. So is it a crisis? No, I think at this moment, it's our preference. It's not, that it's a crisis. Or yeah, I think preference is that I would change it. But if the coaches don't change it, then it's not a crisis. I won't frown upon it.
Yeah, because I'm asking you this because I asked myself, would I change this front four? And then when I factored in everything Dumela does, I'm like, I don't think I would. It's just unfortunate, what good gives you off the ball. Sometimes on the ball, it's like it's 80-20. It gives you 80% of what we try to achieve off the ball. And then on the ball, it's like it only gives you 20% of the 100% you're trying to achieve. He doesn't really. I'm just happy Mutuba is back in rotation, which means he might be closer to playing more minutes. And then playing more minutes means you can have an odd start. It depends on him. Oh yes. So I was saying, I asked you this because I asked myself, would I change anything? And I'm like, to be honest, the only thing now, to be honest with you, that I would change would be surprise Ralani for Gaston or for Neo Mayema. And Gaston today actually proved to he seems like he wants to fight for his place because what I'm like, I mean, I'm going nowhere. I just signed like a 4-year deal with my team, like get like a guy. So I like what I saw today. But let's get into the ratings. Let's get into the ratings. I think most of the things will discuss in the ratings. I think Kennedy
Yeah.
Moore did well in the second half.
Yeah, catching practice for him in the first half, but in the second half he had two big saves, one from Evanga and one from I think it was a counter attack.
Yeah.
Those are big saves. Those are saves that you could argue or they won us 2 points because you definitely know what if Chippa didn't if they scored that moment never it's all you know never it's all you were not scoring the second goal. So yeah, I think for that it's a big moment, but I think 7.
Huge moment. Huge. He loves to show up against Chippa all of that. And at the same side as well.
Yeah.
I agree with your 7. I agree with it.
Yeah.
Aubrey, I was telling you before we started recording, Horim, before before they even announced him as the man of the match, I thought about it and I was like, Aubrey's my man of the match today. And Elena, he's not my man of the match because he had an outstanding performance, but because he was the best of the West. Like today, no one really stood out. Even our goals, man, like both goals actually have deflections in them. So, but to be honest and to be fair to our team, that's how championship teams do it. Championship teams sometimes you lose. You see a Bayern Munich lose 4-2 at home against Frankfurt or against like just a nothing team. Like even champions have bad performances at home. I'd rather have a bad performance and lose a game than to be balling and then draw 3 games in a row or lose. And Oga Hobolo, like in the league, our last 2 games was a loss and a draw. So I think it was a I'll take this win. So yeah, I think Aubrey was my man of the match today. Uh, even, but I think Kennedy had bigger moments than him. Even though he's my man of the match, Kennedy had bigger moments than him. So I think I would give Aubrey. I'm not sure between a 6 and a 6.5. I'm not sure.
I'll take that. I'll take that. Now, maybe the same as Moene, even though Moene had bigger moments, but Aubrey was our best outfield player. Yeah, but
Yeah,
I'll take a 6.5, I think.
yeah, I'll give him a 6.5. Brian Onyango.
I thought he was better today. I thought he was better than I thought he actually redeemed himself from the horror show on Friday night. Go Princess Mago. He was always comfortable against Evanga. He was, kind of then sweet. But he was always comfortable against Evanga. Yeah, now comfortable against him. I thought he was actually good. A couple of key interceptions as well. I think a 6.
Yeah, I think the only thing like he was exposed for pace, like especially in the second half and after like the 70th minute, he was exposed for pace. And the thing is that it doesn't help players like him. Players like him get exposed by the way we play because we play a very high line. And I think we were at our best playing a high line, Grant, Lerushi. Even Musa, sometimes he struggles with high line. That's why he gets caught sometimes in between the space, yeah, highly line, or
Yeah,
whoever is playing left back on the day. So um, I think 6 is a bit too much.
it's too much.
Yeah, I think it's too much.
Yeah. What would you take it to?
I think 5.
Then we have to break it more.
5.5.
5.5. Let's give him a 5.5.
Yeah, I agree. I think Rushin they had I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to make of this
Okay, game.
performance.
Also, he also didn't struggle against Evanga in the air. He ate up everything that came later in the air. So whether Evanga nashenela natshabela ko Mandela or natshabela ko Rushin, all the balls were being ate up by our centre backs. Before you rate Rushin, I want to pose a question, and maybe it's not a question that can be answered by you now, like for everyone. Like, hopefully, like Mandela being exposed for pace today. Do you think Riva, ka highline Sundowns, Riva? I see a lot of chat of people saying Riva must play
Never,
centre back.
never.
Do you think Riva can maybe people must tell us in the comment section as well. What do you think? Do they think Riva can? No, Riva is not the quickest. I think Riva just might be slower than Mandela even.
But is he slower than Nascimento because he's as smart as Nascimento? Not because I think because at the end of the day, Riva started out as a centre back, so he might have the same defensive instinct as Nascimento. But let's see. But who knows, man? Like who knows? But it's like the first thought that comes to my head. I don't think he would do well as a centre back for Sundowns, but you never know.
Yeah.
But it's a good question for the comments.
Rating for Rushin?
Rating for Rushin 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tapelo. I thought he had moments, man. He had moments. The frustrating one guy, but Tapelo is his lack of crossing ability. Tapelo doesn't cross from I cross from wide
Alexander.
Yes. He doesn't do that. As much as he'll put in 8 crosses and only one will find a person, at least he does it. And then Tapelo doesn't do that. He doesn't have that ball. And I don't know, man. I just think Khulisa might have just fully taken Tapelo's lunch.
Not yet.
I don't know.
So. Not yet.
You don't think so?
Nah, not yet. Another thing Khulisa is that he can't stay fit for a 10-game stretch.
Okay, true.
Yeah. I think they're better off Banziba like sharing each other's lunch, like one playing 2 games, one playing 3 games, one playing one. I think that's how it works.
Yeah.
I think that's what works for them.
Tapelo boy, I don't know. The rating, if I say 4.5, is that too low?
Yeah, it's too low. I was gonna give him a 5 as well because, to be honest, in terms of like our attacking, even in the second half, he was giving us something, even though like it didn't have much of like in terms of like results, but like he was giving us something, like even how like our positional play, Kopeli, like he was, like touching the triangle, he was involved, and I think he was one of our better players, Lena Kachin. Is that today there went a lot of good performances now. So I think Lena, he was one of our better players. I think our wing backs gave us something today.
Yeah.
Riva.
Okay. Again, another one who had a much better performance than on Friday. I thought he recycled the ball better. Tabaho giving away the ball like he did on Friday. Maybe because we were playing on a better pitch today. I thought him and AJ had it under control. I think Toto mentioned on the previous review or Riva, he needs 3-4 games to get back into his groove. So yeah, no, I get Shoka rating because 5.5.
5.
5.
Yeah.
Same as Tapelo.
Yeah, same as Tapelo, yeah. And I'm not sure if same as AJ or AJ deserves your 5.5. I get Shoka.
I thought they had similar performances, except AJ was involved in that goal where it was deflected off of him.
Oh,
I thought
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not his goal, but what do we say? I mean, our first goal came from him, so I think
yeah.
for that we can bump it to a 5.5.
Okay, okay.
Um, I think each member had some moments. Emililena, like in the first goal, he was involved. But what he did in the first, like for the first goal, I need Temba to do more of that. And then, like he's shown that he can do it. Like even where he got fouled in the second half, where Kutumela took the free kick. It also reminded me of that game against Polokwane City in the bubble, where like he
Yeah,
just sliced through to defenders and just finished. And sometimes he gives that, and then sometimes he's. I think Mpishi just loves sharing. He's not greedy enough sometimes when he's in the box. Also, even when he's in that zone 14 area, like it's only maybe like once he take a shot, but most of the time he's looking like Obone Kachino, like he think a ball twice to Aubrey, and one Aubrey was outmuscled, and then the second time I forgot what happened. But I think Mshishi and I had he had he had the thing about Mshishi is that when in moments where you feel like we're controlling the game, he's at the top of his game and he's at the wheel of us controlling the game. And then when we lose
yeah.
control, sometimes
Or frustrate.
yeah, he's frustrating. But to be honest, I think Mshishi can give him a 5.5.
That's the exact rating that I was gonna give him. But and it would have been for the poor first half.
Yeah.
I thought he had a poor first half, but in the second half he started like he danced. And today he played more centrally today. Not more hard, like
Mm.
more centrally. And Kutu was the one that was wide with Ralani, and he. And the Supersport showed that graphic it's like attack, which one
Yes.
came from more than 50% of our attacks came
From the
from
middle.
from the center, which tells you everything you know. Ka Thembazwane le Sundowns and his role in the team, and he'll also be credited for the assist there, the Mokoena goal. I think Alan passed
Yeah,
some
no, no,
ball.
no. It's
I
his
think
assist. Yeah, it's
yeah,
his assist.
yeah, just yeah, Alan passed some ball. Yeah,
Mm.
so yeah, 5.5. I think I'll give him that.
Yeah. Ralani?
Whew, as you said, Lola, Kachino Arifa, as much as you know, we would
Yeah.
have wanted against a low block team, but what an amazing footballer Surprise Rani is. Like just that just off of that one moment in earlier on,
Yes.
yeah, he literally beat defenders and
Three
created a like
defenders
a
even.
yeah, he beat three defenders to create a 3v1 situation. He had the option to pass Lugamo, Tembagamu, but because he wanted to pass the striker, Nale short striker, so if it's Shalu
Mm.
squandered the chance. Yeah, surprise Ralani
4.
5.5.
Okay, 4.5, yeah. But like yeah, I don't think it was a
Yeah, he
five
wasn't.
because it was one moment. He had one very good moment in the game.
Okay, I get you. But like a first half, boy, like because
Yeah.
you know what, first half when he was trying things, Mshishi wasn't there. But
Mm.
yeah, I hear you. I'll take your 4.5. I'll take your
Yeah.
4.5. But I can change Gamutoma against Halilal.
Yeah, I think same.
Yeah,
I think Gmail 3.5.
3.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna argue with that. Shalu, not so good today. Lena missed the chance. Lena 3.5.
3.5 for Chandu as well. That is it for us to clean up. Yeah. There's not much to say about Shalu, and we also on Kudu before we started the rating. So, um, who came off the bench? Mukwena, Gaston,
Rosarino and Brother Gift.
and Brother Gift. Yeah, I think of all the players that came on, I think Cirino stood out. Even though Mukwena scored a worldly like his trademark goal, but I think Cirino was the most impressive, and also Kutu wasn't that bad when he came on. Yeah, I think sometimes our choice of words, Leona, because Herrera wasn't that bad. It's like he was bad, but not that bad. So yeah, he wasn't. He
Yeah.
was okay. The word is okay actually. Um, I'll
My
give,
brother gift.
yeah, brother, gift was okay. Hatsana. Like he has some hustle in him, and the thing about brother gift, he's a good dribbler, but like you forget, like in Baroka, he did things. That guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll give Sereno a 5.
Yeah. Not leaving in about 4.5, but I don't agree. I thought the attitude was I said attitude, you know, like attitude but the body language and the intensity, his intensity was good today. He
Mm-hmm.
showed good intensity. But my question still remains, Kasirino, in a team that needs hustle, we don't have luxury of Manale number 10 era that he played under Coach Pito. In this team, there's no.
I've seen Sereno shuffle and hustle, boy. Like there's a
Yeah,
game against me the other way. The game you didn't watch against me the other way. I'll never forget Gaston's performance in that game. He
no
showed
hustle.
everything. Yeah, boy. Like he was hustling. Like he was pressing like nobody's business. And it's the
If
time
he
when
can
we
give
were
us
playing
that,
Mabu as a 9.
yeah, you see if he can give us that in big Champions League games, then
I'm
he
starting him.
should, yeah, he must start. He must start.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm happy rating you 5.
Yeah. I think Muku in a 5 as well.
Yeah, Gorilla worldly boy.
Yeah, but I mean, really, like, no, worldly doesn't mean your rating must skyrocket. I mean, we still have to look at
But,
the all performance.
but not this is animal farm. Not all animals are different. No,
No,
like
no,
not
no.
all animals are the same.
Consider the fact that when Pogo came on and they went off, that's when we got penetrated a lot, and that's when Chippa started attacking us a lot. I'm not saying it's because of him, but I'm saying we're like Hoka level, like
the balance in,
the balance in
yeah.
the game. But the thing about Mukwena is that you will get that, but you'll get what he'll give you at the other end as well. So that's why I feel like 5 is okay. I know it's exciting, it's our new shiny toy, and he's doing like what we expect him to do, what we've been wishing for him to do. But I think Angilo.
Over yona go Cairo ka 25.
You see, there is an 8, like 5 minutes.
Yeah. Okay, I'll take it. Brother Gift
Yeah.
4.5 or 4. Yeah,
4.
4.5.
4.
I thought he was, as you said, not busy, not hustler. He was
Yeah,
hustling.
but I think it's worth a 4, not a 4.5.
A 4. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Mutobi, you think enough for a rating?
Nah, not enough. And Alejo now is room to be more. Ramos needed to protect the lead. And just before he came on, we scored the cushion goal. So he didn't really need to do much.
Ke bona hatsana fela coach Lana a beile mlane metrebana a re and you must be behind them, and that's exactly where that's exactly where he went.
Yeah, hey boy. Yeah, we really work hard for private hospital, boy. Like it needs time. It needs time.
Yeah.
What do you give coaches?
I think the same rating as the other day, a 7.
7.
Yeah,
I think
good changes.
their changes today were very good.
Oh, the subs are better today.
Yeah.
Okay, 8. Sorry, I forgot about the subs. The subs were way better today. 8. It's a rating for the coach. I thought the starting lineup was brilliant from them in terms of changing the fullback as they did, because of we were playing against the Lowberg, and one of the fullbacks got man of the match, which showed it paid off what they were doing. But
Yeah.
obviously there's a lot of corrections that need to be done, Moharabe, because you could tell post match here, Coach Rulano, Hartman is not happy.
Yeah, and that's a good thing. Not be happy when you're winning. So that when you're not happy when you don't win, it doesn't look like sour grapes. I know we've run out of time, but I want to ask you one question. We have one of the biggest conundrums we have right now is at left back. Because to be honest with you, personally, I've probably maybe seen one bad performance. Okay, let me say maybe not more than bad performances from Aubrey ever since he's been a Sundowns player. Every time Aubrey comes on, he gives you something. What do you do with that left back position now? Because Lyle plays, and then Lyle can frustrate you as well sometimes, but we know what Lyle brings. Lyle doesn't have to prove anything. We know what he brings, and
yeah,
you know what I mean. So, and Aubrey comes on, man of the match performance, but not even just because of the man of the match, but on the eye, you see how good he is, what he does. What would you do when now we're giving you Sundowns for a month? What would you do with that left back position? Be precise. Because far I'm more interested to be politically correct.
Now I won't be politically correct. That my preference has always been Aubrey, but you cannot take away what Lyle gives us. We cannot take away what Lyle boy set piece. And then you can tell when frustrated Aubrey. Like, why isn't he like free kicky why didn't he go for it? Like, you know, like it's maybe because totally hierarchy the set piece takers. Like Aubrey has a good free kick in him. We've seen it before. I think go super sport. Why but yeah, not preference has always been Aubrey. Why did 3 years old, 2 years old, I'll go super sport, then
okay, stop with this really quick. Gun to your head, pick one right now.
For now, still Lyle.
Oh, okay.
For now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, it's been a good one.
No. This is not how it works.
I'm the one who came up with the question. I'm asking you this.
No, you don't have to answer.
To be honest with you, like you can blindfold me now, guys. That's all, God. Whoever you choose is the one who plays. But to be honest with you, like it's. I asked you because it's so tough now. Like I don't have the answer in my head, so I asked you. I don't want to lie to you.
Okay, midweek Aubrey, weekend Lyle. Midweek Aubrey,
guys, it's been a good one. Hopefully better than the game. Hopefully people enjoy this more than the game because I didn't enjoy the second half. First half was okay. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys. We'll see you after the Al Hilal game. What's coming up next is Yellow Corner on Thursday. And then we'll see you on Saturday after the game. That's it. Anything else, Mel?
No.
We are good.
Sharp.
Thanks. Bye.